What's going on, guys? Mike, Type 1 Diabetic Weekly, and we are on week number 6. So this week in the gym, we did a deload week, so everything was in between the 40, 50, 60% range. Pretty lackluster on the weight, and the volume was relatively light as well. But we kind of need that for next week because we're doing our one rep maxes. So I'm kind of excited to see how that's gonna play out. I'm not too sore. I did an extra itty bitty session on Sunday, which is the footage that you're seeing. I did everything at 95 pounds, so nothing heavy, but I wanted to prove a point, which is my blood sugar rises on my off day, and it hovers around 200. So to combat that, I'm gonna do some light stretching and a little bit of lifting every Sunday just to keep my blood pumping and keep my diabetes in check. So my weight was up a little bit this week. I was at 211.6 pounds. So I gained about a half a pound, which could just be water weight. I could have not taken a crap big enough to get that out, but to be honest, I'm not really that worried about it because we're in it for the long haul. And with how much I've been losing, gaining half a pound is not really that big of a deal. All my other measurements stayed about the same, probably because I didn't go real hard this week because we're doing our 1 rep maxes next week. So, Diabetic Information, my high reading was 275. That was due to the same thing that it is every week, and it's my smoothie after my bike ride on Saturday. I kind of messed up and didn't bolus at the proper time, so I probably could have made that a little bit lower, but not really that big of a deal. My average glucose reading was 133, which is down from last week. And I think that's because I'm getting used to the new settings on my pump and how to manage that. The low was 67, so that's not terrible. It's a whole lot better than 40. I would way rather manage a 60 or a 50 than a 40. My above target range was 8%, in target range was 92%, and below target range was 1%, with an average total daily dose of 63.4 units. So I think all in out, we're figuring out the highs and lows pretty well. My diet has been extremely consistent. I do what I call a peanut butter roll, which is just a flat bread, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter and a tablespoon of granola before the gym. After the gym, I do coffee and protein on my ride home. Then I do yogurt mid-morning to keep the blood sugar stable without any crashes. For lunch, I do tuna and rice pretty much every day. Sometimes I do the packets of flavored tuna. Other days I don't. Really, I just do it for the protein and carbs. I have a snack of a protein shake after, at about 2 o'clock. And for dinner is my free meal, which we have rotating meals, so it just depends on the day. And right before bed, I drink another protein shake with some peanut butter, some powdered peanut butter, to really stabilize my blood sugars for the evening. And that's pretty much what my diet's been throughout this entire block of training. I'm going to be changing it up. I'm going to try some egg whites next week and see how that goes. Really, back to working out. What my Sundays is going to be is for technique work, which is why it's low weight. The only reason I'm working up a sweat is because the garage door is closed and it's 9,000 degrees in there. But I didn't want the sun to be shining on it for the footage, so I just kept the door closed. You've already seen most of it if you've made it this far. I did some deadlifts, bench press, and some squats, because those are the 3 compound movements that I'm doing, and hopefully going to be testing out next week. So to leave it off, I have one last rep with my squats, and I took a screenshot of what my blood glucose was doing before and right after the workout. You'll see that it started out at 200 and it dropped all the way to 90, and currently it's about an hour after my little session, and I'm stabilized at 109, and that's right about where I want to be at a target of 110. So just a little bit of exercise goes a long way, guys. And I'm Mike from Type 1 Weekly. Have a good week. We'll see you after our 1 rep max.